here on NBC. You look at the AFC West, and Kansas City will be involved with the Houston Oilers, who are tied for the Central Division lead. And there's a lineup: Houston, Kansas City, Warren Moon against Steve DeBerg. How about Seattle and Miami? That one.
I didn't realize Seattle's already at 7-6. I kept thinking they were having a losing year. People are talking about them in the playoffs. What a beautiful job by Chuck Knox of bringing that team back from oblivion.
And Pittsburgh, New Orleans, Indianapolis, and the Jets here at the Meadowlands. And then the late games. Boomer Esiason, the latest report is it looks as if he will play against the Raiders and that tough defense in San Diego. They still have a long shot chance against the Broncos. I understand that you're so involved with this doubleheader, you don't even want to go home tonight with me. You're going to stay here to be on NFL Live.
They've asked me to take over NFL Live. They got Bob Costas doing some ice fishing up in the Northwest, and I'm taking over. Dick, would you like a spot?
I've got to get home for the kids' recital. I'd be pleased to join you otherwise.
Well, Bob, bless his heart, will be up north, and everybody will relax around there.
Oh, my. Thurman Thomas, 30 yards rushing. Of course, he also had that big 49-yard play on the pass. He's caught 3 or 4 passes as well in this first half.
And he's durable. That factor is much like Sanders. They're durable guys. They can go all day, all season, and by their body build and their strength, they don't take the real punishment that other people do.
You saw Meggett and Hampton dancing around, hoping that Norwood wouldn't see where Meggett's going. They're trying to kick away from Meggett toward Hampton, but Meggett's going to cut in front. Nope, they bobble it, and finally Hampton comes up with it at the 24-yard line and meets a crush of Buffalo Bills.
The scary part of one of those plays is the fumble. Both backs are off balance trying to find the ball, and then when they're hit, they don't have control of it. But Hampton managed to keep control of it. The Giants are really going to be tested this drive because they haven't even slowed down the Bills. Now, both guys, normally there's a call between them, and I'd assume that Meggett would make that call. And Hampton still went for the ball. So whose fault it was, but that could be disastrous.
Bill Sims starts at the 24, trailing 14-7. Make it the 25. And the give is to Tillman. Right into the arms of the Buffalo defense. Leon Seals from Jackson State, first to make contact.
Boy, it can't be an automatic run on first down. If the Giants are going to expect to stay with the Bills offensively, they're going to have to open it up. I know Parcells wants to grind it out and hammer the opponent, but they haven't faced somebody that scored this easily on them all year. The 49ers certainly couldn't do it.
Dave Meggett goes out as a flanker right, and Otis Anderson now has replaced Tillman. 2nd and 8. Incomplete. Bentley flaps that left hand out there and knocks it away from Bavaro. Former Phi Beta Kappa, Harvard master's degree, and the man that actually sought a brilliant young high school mind when he got the University of California job.
I think he hired me, Dick, as you know, but I think he thought there was another Walsh. He didn't realize who was hiring him.
He said they used to draw these tricky plays, and he would have an eraser in one hand while you were drawing with the other.
My left hand drawing him, his right hand erasing him.
3rd down and 8. Sims under pressure, gets it off to Baker. And Stephen Baker has a first down at the 44.
Sims really kept his poise and just assumed that Smith would be handled. Very nice job, and Smith went all the way around and took his chance. But both teams are running crossing patterns and getting people running across the field, and they're not staying with them. Now here's a good job of Smith and oh boy, is he fast. They were concerned that Jumbo Elliott couldn't stay with him, and he didn't that time. Sims stepped up just in the nick of time.
The toss to Otis. And he's met by Shane Conlon after a yard or two gain.
Well, this is a great player also. The Bills, after years of losing, were able to draft early people like Conlon, certainly Smith, Bennett, any number of these guys, and they finally have been able to put it together with a truly talented team.
Seals to the backfield. The Buffalo tackle. Let's see if he was drawn off.
96.
5 free yards for the Giants. They'll take the ball into Buffalo territory to the 48-yard line.
Well, Marv Levy was concerned about his defense. They have great players, as we all know, but they've given up a lot of first downs over the period of the year. They've made big plays, but people have controlled the ball on them, and the Giants have to control the ball today. They have to keep that Bill offense off the field.
14-7, the Giants. Anderson. Bruce Smith was there first for the Bills with plenty of help. Leonard Smith, no relation, comes up from his safety spot, 46, to help out.
Bruce Smith right in front of us, coming down to the inside. Roberts starts to pick him off, but once he decides to go somewhere, you'd have to put an automobile in his way to stop him, because he just takes the blocker right with him. You know, he's talked a lot this week, but while we visited, he made sense to me. I believed him. He just rationally discussed his abilities and what he's done, and I'd have to agree he is the best defensive player in 1990.
On 3rd and 2, Anderson hit in the backfield by you-know-who.
Did he get across the face of Roberts that time? He lined up on the outside shoulder of Roberts and just slashed right inside of him and took the whole side of the line out.
Flag is down. And it would appear to be against the Giants.
55.
This is great football. Watch Smith come down inside and cut off the entire play. Nobody even slowed him down. He gets his pads underneath people and just washes him right down the line of scrimmage.
Oh, another all-pro play by Smith that forces Sean Landeta and the Giants punting team to come on, and the rain continues to fall here in the New York area. Now let's take a look at Lawrence Taylor and Bruce Smith, and tackle Smith up 5-2. No sacks in the game thus far.
Smith has the advantage of moving around in that defensive line, so he can be closer to the ball than Lawrence more of the time.
Landeta drives this one at Al Edwards and lets it bounce. And the Giants will take advantage of that. 2-yard line. 48 yards for Landeta. When we return, Buffalo will begin near its goal line.
Relive some of the great moments on ice
from the World Professional Figure Skating Championships.
A holiday special on NBC Sports World.
Stay with us after the action today. The World Professional Figure Skating Championships Hall of Fame list. Jumbo Elliott, the tackle for the Giants, assigned to stopping Bruce Smith today. Boy, talk about an elephantine opportunity.
The left tackle in football in the NFL is becoming the star player, the most visible player.
9-0, the Bills cleaning up on losing opponents, but they played only 4 teams with winning records and are 2-2. Thurman Thomas swimming out to the 3-yard line. Eric Howard tripping him up. So this is a test in many ways for the non-believers. They believe up in Buffalo, but the truth is that 4 times they've met a winning team this year, and they've been able to win 2 and lose 2. Are they better than that? Well, they're testing the Giants now.
I think they're getting better every week. In fact, I don't think it's very evident they're getting better every week. They beat a fine Philadelphia team. Now they're certainly playing head-to-head with the Giants and not out playing them. Right? They're for real.
Kelly again to Thomas. Just trying to buy some yardage away from that goal line out near the 7. Howard and company. Leonard Marshall making the stop.
Not bad, Dick. They've taken that ball from their 1-yard line and driven it right out in 2 consecutive running plays, and they're pushing and knocking those Giants off that line of scrimmage. No question about it. So they've shown us a little of everything. They certainly throw the ball well. They've got the great runner and receivers, but now their offensive line is doing an excellent job against an outstanding Giant front 7.
Take a chance here this deep with a pass.
I think they'll try to get it running. I would assume they will.
Third down and 4. Thomas to the 10, and he did not make it. Pepper Johnson with a solid hit.
This is what Parcells wants, field position. Just keep Buffalo bottled up.
And Rick Tootin from Florida State will come in to punt for the first time in the game.
This is the best AFC team I've seen in a long time, Dick. This team can take on anybody in the NFC. I wouldn't assure a victory, but they're going to go head-to-head. It won't be the same kind of Super Bowl this year as it's been.
Meggett at midfield. An outstanding punt returner, has one for a touchdown this year. Short. And the Bills surrounded as it takes a slow Buffalo roll to the Bill 49-yard line. Good field position for the Giants midway through the...
NBC Sports coverage of the National Football League is brought to you by Acura Automobiles. Experience precision-crafted performance. By Castrol GTX, engineered for today's smaller cars. By Levi's 505, 506, and 540 jeans. And by Coors Light, the one that won't slow you down. The Silver Bullet is the right beer now.
This will really be interesting, Dick. Right here, 8 first downs for the Giants. They've started this series 8 times, all rushes every time. So you'd assume the Bills are going to zero in for the run, and this is the stereotype they have to break.
14-7, Buffalo leads. 8:13 remaining in the opening half. From the 48-yard line of the Bills, Sims throws for the first time on first down to Baker, and he drops the ball. Rookie James Williams, the top draft choice of the Bills this year from Fresno State, on the coverage.
The Bills dropped deep. Baker stopped short, and he wanted to run with it before he caught it. That's what you always have to warn that receiver. Now watch him start to run before he catches it, trying to make something more out of it. That time, by the way, Roberts really blocked Smith well. They moved Smith in over the left guard a good part of the time now. They think that's probably a better matchup.
Sims. Complete to Baker. First down at the Bills 30.
They moved Sims outside, and you watch an out and up pattern, then he stops again. A beautiful job. An excellent pattern by Baker. But on the other hand, they took Smith moving down inside here, and you're going to see Sims run away from him to the outside, sprint to the outside and get away from him. Well constructed.
First down at the 30 for the Giants, and it's Hampton into the clear for a moment, and finally wrestled down by Seals, and he may have gotten the face mask.
At this point, this is the best game we've had, Dick. It really is. Both teams playing very, very well. A lot of action.
A 15-yard face mask.
He had to have grabbed it and held it purposely. It didn't just brush over. Fine job of cutting back to the outside, and there he's holding onto it to make the tackle. That's 15.
With a towel protecting the football to keep it as dry as possible, they mark it half the distance down to the 10-yard line. Rodney Hampton showing some terrific cutback moves for the Giants. Ball is just outside the 10. And Sheen